My pain feels like somebody kneading really hard into my lower back the whole time. When it's really bad, if I'm having a very bad day, it's absolutely excruciating. It's like somebody piercing my hip with a needle, a long needle of some sort. My pain started in 2009. I was writing a piece of my PhD at the time, and I noticed that I had a lot of discomfort when I was sitting. So I changed my movements, I changed my chair, and things improved for a little while, and on and off over 2 years I was getting bouts of pain here and there. I had been told to exercise. I'd been to the doctor, several doctors in fact, different varying degrees of being dismissed. At the time, you know, I had explained what was happening, and people told me everybody has pain, etc. But in 2012, by trying to exercise and make things better, I attended a spinning class, which was probably the worst thing ever I could have done, and that's when things really started to get very bad. I was living in Mayo at the time. My mum came to visit me because she knew how bad things were, and she was worried, and she took me to see my old family GP, and for the first time there was somebody who took me seriously, who understood that I was actually in agony and that I needed to be treated. So at that point I was sent for an MRI scan, and that showed that there was some difficulty around a disc basically, and that was when I got a diagnosis. It's pretty bad in the morning. It's difficult to get in and out of the shower, it's difficult to get dressed. If I drop something on the floor, which I do constantly, I've noticed recently, it's difficult to bend down and pick things up, so often I just leave them there till I come home in the evenings. Tying my shoes is horrendous in the morning. Then as I kind of loosen up, my medication kicks in, things improve throughout the day, and then it depends on how long I'm sitting, etc., and what kinds of activities I'm engaged in, and yeah, that's what a typical day is like. I think the biggest impact to my quality of life is how weak my body has become. I think I'm only 39, and I'm constantly reminded of that by doctors who say things like, "You're only 39. You know, you should be strong and you should have, power within your body." But if I ever want to go to the cinema or go to a bar or to a restaurant, I have to think ahead to, oh my God, I wonder what the seats are going to be like there. Oh, will I have to stand? That wouldn't be possible for longer than half an hour. Do I have enough medication with me in case the pain kicks off, If I was to give advice to anybody knowing what I do now after all of these years of having lived with a pain condition, it would be to listen to yourself, to listen to your body, to get it checked out, to find out if you can what the source of the pain is. If a doctor doesn't take you seriously, then to find somebody who does take you seriously, and to do whatever works for you, whether it's exercise or acupuncture, Reiki, whatever it might be, but to find something that does work for you. Because personally, if I knew what I know now in 2016, if I knew in 2009 when this started, I would have done things a lot more differently, and probably I would have taken action a lot more quickly.